welcome back. You're watching Brand Equity with me, Sonali Krishna. It's now time to put the spotlight on the head honcho. Brand Equity put together a handful of young guns from Lintas Media to shoot some tough questions right at their big boss, Lynn D'Souza. Will the captain survive the volley? Will the young blood be satiated? Let's find out on Quiz the Boss.
Hi, I'm Lynn D'Souza and I'm the Chairman and CEO of Lintas Media Group. And this segment is called Quizzing the Boss. And ET has asked me to invite some of my colleagues to have the guts to ask me questions, which they actually think I will answer. So let me introduce you to Priya Deshpande, Himanka Das and Hemant Shah. Their appraisals have not yet been done, but they are taking this risk. So I am allowing it. Over to you.
You've been in this system for last almost 15, 16 years. We are the second decade of the same company. Just a question came to our mind that have we lost out on our recall value of the brand LMG? Is it because of packaging of LMG? We do good work, but we might not be packaging it well.
As an agency, we are very concentrated on the walk rather than the talk.
Right.
And because our culture is like that, it's quite work driven and not reputation driven, perhaps we don't chest thump the way some other agencies do, and maybe there is definite scope for us to improve on that. In fact, very strange, I must tell you, just yesterday I was talking to someone to hire this person, very senior, to handle the marketing of the Lintas Media Group brand, just to handle the brand Lintas Media Group, coming from this. So it's a good point you've made.
You consistently figure among the top media guns. How come there aren't any other faces, names from Lintas Media Group figuring in the list?
I'm really sad about that. It's, I think Sudha, Satya, you are new now. Premjeet are all fantastic people, and I see a lot more of Sudha and Satya and Premjeet now in the media than I used to earlier. And I think it's only a matter of time when you will see them. You also have to influence the publications and all to feature all these. I know that there's a lot of that manipulation that the other agencies do, which we take for granted. So I hope this marketing director will help me in that.
Lynn, you're the chairperson of the Goa Fest, and there's this whole controversy of the two largest apex body fighting over who manages it. So again, you were as a key person taking decisions. How difficult was it to control all the men under you who were fighting over such a trivial issue?
When you're dealing with a bunch of men, which is 20 men on one side and 20 men on the other side, you don't try to control anybody. You just quietly influence and seed thoughts. And they get it without realizing that they're getting it. That is the only way. And then they take all the credit. And you must give it to them because they love it.
We perceived as always the number 2 or the number 3 agency, even in the rankings that come out. What is LMG lacking that can push it to the number 1 slot?
The number 1 is something that is a perception. And in our business, which is very perception driven in any case, and there's a lot of promotion and self-promotion that goes on, for example, awards is one part of that, and what our whole group feels about awards. Then you tend to focus some energy on work, some energy on improving the kind of work that is done, some energy on relationships with your clients, building their brand, and some energy on building your own brand. That is if you're chasing perception and chasing to be number 1. Whereas we chase performance. We are very performance driven. We are more bothered about building our clients' brands than our own. And I do recognize, however, that to maintain even the performance number 1, our perception also has to grow, which is why I am investing in doing something to build our own brand as well.
Lynn, if there is one thing that you want to change about your management style, what would it be?
I'm very impatient. I know that. You know that. I admit that I am very patient with animals, but I get impatient. And I get especially impatient with people who make mistakes. You know, if you do a good job, I'll sort of hug and kiss you. But if you make a mistake, I really get angry. And actually, I've struggled with that. I really try. I really try. But what to do? I just am impatient. Okay, thank you very much for putting me on the spot with all those really tough questions. I hope I did some justice in trying to answer them. If I haven't, that's good, because you must always keep having questions in your mind. And I hope all of you enjoyed that interaction. Bye-bye.
Keep watching the space as we get you the who's who of advertising and marketing being questioned by their own employees. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Brand Equity. We'd love to hear from you. So do write into brandequity@etnow.tv or SMS us at 58888 with your thoughts on the show. Do log on to our Facebook page, Brand Equity on ET Now, to be up to speed with all that's happening in the world of brands. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Sayonara.